family of a woman who was allegedly abused by a nursing home caregiver is saying the nursing home staff should have protected their loved one. Tonight, a look at the unsettling allegations of what family members say an 88-year-old woman endured at the end of her life. Barton Dieters is on the case tonight. Barton.
Leon, the family of Marjorie Meyering was going through what so many families go through. As their mother was becoming less able to take care of herself due to Alzheimer's, they needed to place her somewhere safe. They decided on Lifehouse Crystal Springs in Gaines Township. Now they say it's a decision they regret. For months in 2014, the elderly woman complained to her family about abuse she suffered at the hands of staff at the home.
We started to notice a lot of phone calls and complaints coming in to us, telling us about so many strange and weird stories, like someone's throwing shoes at her and throwing water on her, and she's crying and wants to get out of there so badly.
We talked to David Meyering, one of the woman's sons, about when they discovered the alleged abuse. The family was assured that her complaints were unfounded, and because she suffered from Alzheimer's, they were not able to know what was true or what was a result of the disease.
I think the worst part about it all was that we didn't believe her. That's what hurts us kids so much.
Eventually, an employee at the home told them to believe their mother's seemingly outlandish tales. Soon, police were involved in the investigation. This led to a former employee, 22-year-old Tyler Lawrence Malone, being charged with second-degree vulnerable adult abuse and stalking for allegedly targeting the woman with abuse starting in spring of 2014. A Kent County jury found him guilty only of the stalking charge, and he was sentenced to 1 year in jail. Nevertheless, police believe he engaged in activities spelled out in the lawsuit, including getting her to believe her grandchildren were locked in a closet, threatening to sexually assault her with a metal rod and teddy bear, and throwing shoes and water at her. The standard of proof for a civil case is much lower than a criminal case. Since he was released from jail, court records show that Malone pleaded guilty to larceny in June in Allegan County. I talked to Meyering again today, who said his attorneys told him not to appear on camera, but he says part of the reason the family has filed the suit was because they believe problems persist. Catherine Brackett, 85, was found frozen to death on October 27th outside the Crystal Springs facility. It is believed she wandered off from the home. Her family also filed a lawsuit last month against the facility's owners. Both lawsuits claim that the facility failed to provide care for their patients and to adequately train and vet their employees. I put calls in to attorneys for both sides and was told that there would just be no comment. That often means that a settlement's at hand. Marjorie Meyering was eventually moved to another facility, and she died in June. Live in studio, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.